From Fort Lauderdale's fabulous intracoastal waterway, it's the Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade, presented by Nokia. Brought to you in part by your South Florida Dodge dealer, Wendy's, Bears Furniture, your South Florida Hyundai dealer, and Eastern Financial Florida Credit Union. Now, here are your hosts, Lynn Martinez and Belkis Nere.
It's beginning to look and feel a lot like Christmas in South Florida, Belks.
That's right. Once again, it's time to deck the Intercoastal for a holiday tradition. Hey, everybody, I'm Belkis Nere.
I'm Lynn Martinez.
Welcome to the 31st Annual Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade presented by Nokia.
Hey, you got it right. Woo! This year, millions of people at home and along the shoreline will be able to enjoy something very special. The most watched boat parade in the world.
And we would have to say probably the most creative, too. The theme this year is Pirates in Paradise. So without further ado, let's get things started the way we always do, with the U.S. Coast Guard leading the way. The U.S. Coast Guard always starts, and it's the first boat on this, I think it's like a 10-mile stretch, and it's about 100 boats we have this year. So it's going to be a good one, like it always is.
Oh, I think this is one of the first years I've ever seen the Coast Guard actually be all decked out with a nice Christmas tree all lit up on the top there.
You know, I think you're right. But I always agree with you.
Coast Guard, of course, leads the way because they want to make sure that everybody gets home safely tonight. I think that's a sign that things are starting.
Wow, that's a lot of fireworks.
Thank you, Coca-Cola. Thank you, Publix. And thank you, Marine Industries. I hear some music.
All right, you know what that means. That is El Loro, which is the Harold Purina Beneful boat.
That's right, featuring Ned Cray singing the Winterfest pirate song on board the El Loro. This pirate vessel was based in Biscayne Bay, brought to you by the Harold and Purina Beneful.
El Loro, you know what un loro is?
No.
It's a parrot.
It's the replica of the Spanish galleon of the 6th century, by the way.
Who are those people? They're so loud.
It is the Grand Marshal Showboat. Oh my gosh, sponsored by Singular Wireless and Power 96. This is a big one. It's a 770-foot luxury yacht. Who's on board?
The Lady Windridge is the name of this puppy. Who's on board? Who's on board? Come on, our Grand Marshals. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos. There they are, right up there. I think they're waving at us.
Yay!
Hi, Kelly. Hi, Mark. This boat is decorated by Deco Production.
Also look for Michael Gelman and his wife, Lori Hibbert. Lori used to work for Channel 7 years ago. Michael Gelman, of course, is a producer for Live with Regis and Kelly to celebrate Pirates in Paradise.
Pirates in Paradise 2002. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Mark. Happy holidays to you guys.
Oh, we told them to wave. We told them to say hi, and they did.
Waved.
Oh, yay.
You know, Lynn, being a Grand Marshal sounds like it's all fun and games, but it's not. It's a lot of hard work. You got to smile, be happy, do the wave.
Kind of like our job. Mark and Kelly know that. It's kind of stressful, but a good time, definitely. They also know that being the Grand Marshal, they're in good company.
What would Winterfest be without celebrity Grand Marshals? And now you can welcome Kelly Ripa and her husband Mark Consuelos to the club.
We're going to be on a boat.
We are going to be on a boat.
In a couple weeks. When is that? Not this weekend, the next
weekend. We're going to be in the Fort Lauderdale Boat Parade. We're the Grand Marshals.
Yeah.
All right, all jokes aside, Kelly and Mark are in ship shape for Fort Lauderdale's boat parade. Kelly's other half, her TV husband, Regis Philbin, and live show producer Michael Gelman have both also led the fleet in past years.
He spoke very highly of this parade and the people of South Florida. And
it's an honor.
Yeah, it's
it
a
really
real
is an honor.
for us.
Yeah.
But forget what you've seen in the past. With this celebrity couple at the helm, it will be full steam ahead.
We are so thrilled to be a part of it and ride on all of your coattails to success. And so thank you to everyone for allowing us the honor of being your Grand Marshal this year.
Yes, you could say Kelly and Mark know how to make a splash. Living life in the public eye, they have become one of America's best-known couples.
This is the Anticipation 5. It's a very special boat. It is the Kendall Jackson Wine Estates boat that is a sponsor. It's 80 feet. It's a big one.
This is the 5th year that they are involved in Winterfest, Kendall Jackson Wine Estates is. So we're glad to have them, and we're glad they came back.
Oh, there's the Pirate's Treasure. Gold and silver.
No,
diamonds.
I only see wine bottles in there on that Pirate's Treasure.
In the wine.
That's
in the
all
wine
there
bottles.
is.
Up next is another special boat.
It's
one we love.
One very
dearly.
close to our hearts. And coincidentally enough, it is the Channel 7 boat. Yay!
On the Channel 7 boat, we're going to see Craig Stevens, of course, and Laura Jennings, along with Deuces Rogers, Jackie Johnson, and Kate Winslow.
This is the Windridge K, and Channel 7 doesn't play. 131 feet, okay? This
Wow.
is the Mac Daddy yacht.
This is true luxury. This year, Channel 7 will be reflecting the spirit of the community through Toys for Tots.
Channel 7 very involved with Toys for Tots every year. Can we see Lori and Craig? Hi, guys!
Hi, guys! Oh, they look like they're keeping warm.
Hi, Lori. Hi, Craig. And of course, Channel 7 News very involved with Habitat for Humanity. On board the Channel 7 boat also, our Sunbeam Television owner, Ed Anson, who's this year's Admiral of Winterfest. This would be the Advanced Roofing Bus Barge. I love the name of that. The Advanced Roofing Bus Barge. Not a boat, not a yacht. A bus barge. Gotta love
well,
that.
look at it. It's a little house practically. And look at the roof. We've got Santa on the top and Rudolph, sponsored by Habitat for Humanity and Hammerheads.
This, Lynn, is actually a city bus with roof trusses that's made from aluminum studs. This boat was actually created by members of the Hammerheads, which is actually an organization of professionals that support Habitat for Humanity of Broward County.
And there is Santa coming out of the chimney there. I think he's actually, finished delivering toys to that particular house and getting back in his sleigh.
That's cute. The theme for that one is home for the holidays, and it's a house, so it makes perfect sense.
Right around the corner is the Aspen Alternative.
Ooh.
The sponsor is the National Hockey League.
Good deal. This is actually hosting the parade Commodore Kay Pearson, and there's some, I hear some big, important NHL people on board this boat. We've got Sandis Ozolinish. He's a 2002 NHL All-Star World Team member. Of course, I knew that, being the big sports fan that I am. Dennis Potvin is on here, too. He's a member of 7 National Hockey League All-Star teams, a big Hall of Famer. But, of course, you knew that, Lynn, because you're a big sports fan.
And don't forget Doogie.
Don't forget Ron Duguay,
the 1982 All-Star player, former NHLer, married to former supermodel. You're always a supermodel once you're a supermodel. Kim Alexis. 30,000 lights showcasing the National Hockey League's 2003 All-Star Block Party.
And I guess this boat is owned by Mike Maroney, one of the owners of the Florida Panthers hockey team.
Oh, there's the mascot, the kitty cat.
Oh, there he is. What's his name? Stanley L. Panther? Isn't that his name?
Yes. I think this is
on
the Carrie
board the
B.
Aspen Alternative.
You remember the Carrie B?
I think you're right. The Carrie B.
This is the Mississippi riverboat that's open for tours.
All right, more than 20,000 lights on this puppy.
You're going to need a lot of lights.
Yeah, when you have a 98-foot boat, sure you're going to need a lot of lights. What does it say? Go to sea on the Carrie B.
Oh, this is the Cowhaney.
Yep, I think you're right.
One of the paddlers is a 75-year-old who paddles in Hawaii every year. And you know what? Have you ever tried paddling?
No.
Neither have I, but I hear it's quite difficult.
Cowhaney means spirit in Hawaiian. There you go.
Up ahead, the party's just getting started. See why the grandstands are so grand when we return to the Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade, presented by Nokia.
More Winterfest Parade coming up right after this.
Do you have rollover minutes? Well, if you don't have Singular Wireless, you don't have rollover. Only Singular lets you roll over your unused anytime minutes from month to month. So get rollover, Singular, rollover, and start rolling over minutes over and over and over from month to month to month. Through your minutes, keep them. Right now, get 1,000 anytime minutes that can roll over. and this cool Motorola phone, only from Singular. Hurry in, offer ends December 31st.
You know, Lynn, what makes this event so much fun isn't just the boats, but all of the people who come to watch it from all over the country and even the world.
And you know, a lot of these people will be dazzled without ever seeing a boat. There are so many activities to do, especially at the Purina Benefil Grandstand. Let's check in with 7's Rochlo.
It's about music. It's about food. And of course, it's about boats. And then we have the grandstand area, kettle corn, a pet massager. Here's a place you can even inflate your own teddy bear and dress them.
We're just excited about all the excitement. The grandstand sold out, and Nestor Marina, we love Winterfest. So it's a great opportunity.
They're excited. It's a great place for kids. If you don't have a home on the water, you can come here at 3:30, have your kids enjoy games. The Florida Panthers are here with a hockey contest.
And you know what? This isn't just about seeing boats. It's about having fun, bringing out the family, good food, activities like this. Take a look at this. You can test out to see how your slap shot is. Win prizes doing this. Okay, so I won't make it to the National Hockey League, but I can sit down and watch the boats and, most of all, have some fun.
How long have you been doing this parade?
4 years, I believe.
Okay, well, the bottom line, this boat has been doing this parade for 17 years.
You're so witty.
I know. 17 years. Wow, look at all the boats lined up.
Wow, they've won awards. The bottom line has won awards. It's raised actually over $1 million for several charitable organizations, all kinds of different charity organizations. These are the Florida Panthers Ice Cats on board this boat.
Getting the crowd in the mood.
Doing the dancing
to shake their
there.
booty.
This is the bottom line. Who do we have here? Mr. Bob. We've got a beauty queen on board this one. And
Miss
Popeye.
Miss Florida, Teen USA is right next to Popeye. Her name is Mary Jeffords.
Say hello to the American Eagle, Lynn. The American Eagle is filled with Boy Scouts and actually the Sea Scouts. They include boys and girls that are 14 to 18 years old. And the 13-year-old scouts on board here are called the Stowaways. They snuck on board.
All right, this is our special boat.
This is the Camelot. Hi, Camelot. On board is Jorge Moreno, the Latin Grammy winner, who we love. He's a cutie pie. Is that him singing?
Yes, that's him singing. Last year, he said he sang the whole 10 miles. I'll be quiet for a second so you can listen to him. There he is. And why not, Belkies?
Why not? Why not? Great name for a boat. Why not?
And look at them keeping with the theme, with the pirate, and skull, and crossbones.
Why not?
Returning for their second year.
The theme is Peter Pan and Friends, though. That's cute. Where's see Captain Hook back there? Is that him with the red hat? This is their second year. See, they did it last year. They had such a good time. They said, why not?
This is a large yacht. A beautiful large yacht. I think it's the Sun Cruise, too, if I could take a gamble on it.
I think you could be right. Oh, I get it. Take a gamble. You're killing me. It is the Sun Cruise, too. Sun Cruise Casinos.
And again, Santa's on top with his reindeer and Rudolph. And, of course, a palm tree in the back.
And on board here, lots of beauty queens. Tons
Juliana
of beauty queens.
Munoz, Ms. Latina USA.
Jennifer Rosario, Ms. Latin Cuba, 2003. Ms. Latin Florida. We've got Gisele Nadal, Ms. Latin Florida from 2003 as well.
Carla Guzman, Teen Latina Florida, 2003.
And Chrisley Garcia, who is Ms. Venezuela World, 2003. So look out.
I think this is the Empress, sponsored by the People's Credit Union.
I think you're right, a 90-foot yacht, and this is the third year People's Credit Union has taken part in Winterfest, and that's what happens. You do it once, and you just want to come back and do it again.
The anticipation for is No small boat either.
No,
It's called a skip liner.
It's been in the parade for 18 years. Anticipation Yachts actually have been participating for 18 years, but this is number 6 for the Anticipation 4.
The crew on board is dressed as elves with red, white, and blue and green lights.
A lot of these people are from out of town, too. They make this like a whole weekend thing.
There
come
is
in,
no other
hang out.
parade in the world, truly, that is like this boat parade.
This is the Legacy by Hughes Catering. I bet there's good food on board this one.
Oh, no kidding. Hosting this year's honorary boat parade captain is Joe Millsaps. With the theme, of course, Pirates of the Caribbean. Look at that. How cute is that?
This is the boat that I told you earlier. I said, look at that boat. What a good job did they do. The Legacy is 58 feet. It's a yacht fish built by Hatteras.
It's a yacht fish, and they made it look like, you know, a pirate's boat.
Pirate
sailboat.
ship. Mr.
A ship, rather, yes.
Joe Millsaps, by the way, who's this year's honorary boat parade captain, has been involved with Winterfest since 1987. I believe this is the
Caprice.
Caprice. 50,000 lights. Wow. The sponsor is More Direct, and they've been involved for the past 20 years, the Sundream Yacht Charters. Sundream Yacht Charters actually have 4 yachts in this year's parade, so they bring them all out.
This is the Chapter 2, sponsored by a Rose Limousine. 18 years these people have been in the parade, and they have won many awards. They get decked out, they go with the theme.
They were decorated by the A Rose Limousine staff. Is that them on board?
That's them
would
on
think.
board.
And all the passengers on board are dressed up as pirates. You see them with their pirates' hats and their swords and patches over their eyes. Love that. There's a full-size limousine on the side of the boat. Right there, you see it. And supposedly the wheels move.
Oh, that is so cute.
That's creative.
You at home have probably picked your own favorite, but this is a really nice boat. This is a Catalina. It's sponsored by the Seminole Tribe of Florida.
Miss Seminole Princess is aboard this one, and there's about 3,000 feet of rope lighting and 39 props aboard this vessel.
They say it's been inspired in the pirate stories and golden treasures that can be found in a lucky-inspired night at the Seminole Casino.
Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching.
That's right.
Look how cute. They've got a deck of cards on the side of their boat. Gotta love that.
Adorable. And, of course, you saw the alligator there with a pirate hat on.
The theme here is Casino, Find Your Treasure. All right, Lynn, you know who's next?
One of our favorites.
One of our favorites that we see year in and year out.
There's the Moon Cusser. This is so fun for kids and people young at heart. It is a 34-foot sailboat. And, of course, as you know, the theme is the March of Wooden Soldiers. And let's take a look and see what happens.
On the Moon Cusser, year after year, for 25 years. It's going to happen right now.
They're saluting, waving.
And everybody's clapping. They love it. They all fall down.
Oh, that guy got right back
Did you
up.
see him? He didn't fall all the way.
They have such a good time.
And over the years, about 270 people have been soldiers. The captain of the Moon Cusser and his wife have been talking people into this for 25 years.
All right, this is the Miss T.
The Miss T is a party.
And look at all the pirates on board there.
This is a 45-foot Sea Ray. Yeah. Oh, look, they've got a major treasure chest back there.
I see diamonds and pearls.
I think I'm going to jump in
sapphires.
the water.
Oh, this is a Coral Princess. How cute.
Ooh, this is a 40-foot Jolly Roger. Sponsor of this one is South Florida Diving Headquarters.
Scuba Radio DJ Greg, the dive master, is going to MC the whole thing. But that's a large flag.
Yo ho, a pirate's lights for me.
Coming up, here comes the judge. Find out who's awarding the boats and get ready for a night on the town. We'll take you to this year's Black Tie Ball.
Hi, I'm JT from the Broward Alliance. Wishing everybody a happy holiday. Make sure you participate in the Winterfest festivities. I think you'll all have a wonderful time. Cheer us on. We'll all be looking forward to seeing you and seeing you on television, as a matter of fact.
From Fort Lauderdale's Intracoastal, we now return to the Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade, presented by Nokia.
Oh my gosh.
We love our kayakers. They're
Hi,
out
Santa.
here every single year.
And they normally,
kayakers.
he takes a little dip to send us a little message.
They're the South Florida Paddlers Charter is a sponsor for all these kayakers. We have about 15 to 20 kayakers this year, Lynn. They're always a lot of fun.
Look at this beautiful sailboat. This is the Chardonnay.
This is the Chardonnay. Wow, 41-foot Formosa. And this one actually is a high-tech lighting going on here because they've got laser imaging that's being projected on their sails. Wow.
And there's Santa boogieing. He's running with his bag of toys, a dancing tree.
This is the Savoir-Faire.
On board this is Carrie Niwa. She is Miss Florida. She is a student at the University of Miami School of Medicine.
Wow.
So not only is she beautiful, she's smart.
On board here, Shooter's Restaurant is celebrating its 20th anniversary tonight aboard the Savoir-Faire. And the theme this year, yo, ho, ho, and many bottles of rum.
Wow. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is the MT Celebration, sponsored by the Roofing Contractors Association of South Florida. The roofers really know how to light up their boats.
They sure do. 12,000 lights on this one. And there's a DJ on board, and he's entertaining everybody and making people get into the holiday party mode. The MT Celebration actually got her name from Kool and the Gang. Celebrate good times. Come on. The MT Celebration has been in the parade for 11 years, and it's known as one of the Winterfest Boat Parade party boats, so everybody wants to get on this one.
We like to say they have a festive time. This is the Sundream Belkies, decorated with 10,000 white icicle lights on all decks.
Their theme, Dueling Pirates in Paradise. Because on the bow are live-action dueling pirates. Are those the dueling pirates? They look like they're dancing pirates to me.
Oh, and they've got their palm trees decorated with lights.
That's a sponsor there, the First Fleet Corporation on board the Sundream. This is a 137-foot yacht. I think this is the Lady Elise from Akoya Condominiums. That's the proud sponsor of this one.
Aww, 104 feet. It's a commercial boat. What a nice condominium complex.
All the way from Miami Beach they came. That's where the Akoya condominiums are. They're on Miami Beach. I wonder if the boat came from Miami Beach.
And remember, they come here and they go all the way up to Pompano Beach. It's a 10-mile stretch.
And then they have to come back.
You know, this year's parade includes about 100 entries, and you would think that, you know, with so many great and fabulous boats, it'd be hard to find one winner.
I would say it's hard, but that's where the judges come in. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, and thank goodness it's not us. Nichelle King is taking us to the place where hope floats.
It started with a bang. A flotilla of flashing lights floating down the Intracoastal Waterway. Each dazzling deck a tribute to pirates in paradise. But with such vivid vessels, which boat is best?
This is,
Holidays and Merry Christmas! I am looking for a boat that truly exemplifies the holiday spirit, something that shows Fort Lauderdale and the waterways and how to enjoy the holidays like nobody else can other than the yachting capital of the world.
And they put on a show. Judges saw boats bursting with brilliant colors and distinctive designs.
You can see that each of the boats is beautiful, but if you want to win, your boat's got to have a theme, lights, entertainment, sound, and that one more intangible the judges are looking for.
Like in 4th of July, the old adage, ooh and ah. And when a boat goes by and I say ooh, or I hear an ah, that's going to be a good boat.
Oh! And they oohed and awed all night. With all that oohing and awing, it can be hard for a judge to remain impartial. But judges like Douglas Thompson know it's an important job, and he knows what can happen if his vote is influenced.
I don't want to see a repeat of what happened at Salt Lake.
So, you're not going to be the French judge.
No, I'm not going to be the French judge. My ethics are high.
One thing they all agree on, Pirates in Paradise has turned out to be a real treasure for South Florida. In Fort Lauderdale, Nichelle King, Winterfest 2002.
This is the Savannah.
Their theme, of course, is a pirate's palette. This
They're from the
Boat
Art
has
Institute of Fort Lauderdale.
4,000 lights, 40,000 lights on board.
It represents what the Art Institute is about, which is design. That's the paintbrush, and I think a palette on there. Technology, I think there's a mouse.
Oh, and the chef's
And then
hat.
the chef's hat would be the culinary arts. So, this is the Savannah. Who's this little guy?
I saw this guy a couple of hours ago.
I remember seeing it too.
Adorable. Adorable.
It's Daffy.
3 huge fish painted like flags decorate the boat with a dozen smaller fish riding the rails. The vessel is decorated by family and friends, and this is the 5th time they've been in the parade.
Daffy comes to us courtesy of Endura Color hardwood floors.
29-foot Hunter sailboat. They say their theme this year is fish, flags, and love for their country. Oh, this is a lovely close-up view.
How cute is he? Or she, I should say. This is outrageous.
It's the first year they've been in the boat parade.
Cute.
And the coordinator viewed her first Winterfest boat parade from her apartment on the Intercoastal and decided, I want to do that. I've got a great sailboat.
Oh, isn't that great? This is a 37.5-foot sailboat also. Oh, that's a little dinghy in the back filled with gifts.
They say the vessel is decorated and dedicated to all the people who have serviced in this country's military. This is the newest addition to the luxury yachts in South Florida. Holds up to 400 guests.
This is the Biscayne Lady.
Yeah.
It's 111 feet. And the sponsor here is Suffolk Construction. And there you have it.
A 10-foot mast represents a pirate ship.
And on board here, these people are very into fire safety. They want to remind everybody to check the smoke alarms in their home because that can save your life.
Lots of pirate outfits, but these are really good. I mean, the swords look quite real. And they're decked out from head to toe with the boots and everything.
That's a nice boat.
Very nice.
Coming up, the holidays on the waterways. There's plenty more to see at the Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade, presented by Nokia.
Wells Fargo Home Mortgage is a proud sponsor of Winterfest for the past 9 years.
Hi, I'm Dan Marino. You know, it's pretty amazing to stay in one place for 18 years, but if you consider everything that's down here, it's no wonder I still call Greater Fort Lauderdale my home. Like 23 miles of beautiful beaches, championship golf, endless entertainment, and of course there's the winter weather. There are so many reasons I continue to call Fort Lauderdale home. And they're the same reasons you should come here on your next vacation. Fort Lauderdale, that is, not my home. You can stay at a hotel.
'Tis the season in South Florida. Let's rejoin Lynn Martinez and Belkis DeRay for the Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade, presented by Nokia.
You know, the truth is, this party got started long before tonight. A lot of these people have been strutting their stuff for weeks.
Speaking of strutting their stuff, they did it at the Black Tie Gala. We didn't go. We're not worthy. But Diana Diaz got to go, and she's introducing us to some of the VIPs.
We have got 22-piece orchestra. We have got a ship, a pirate ship, that's going to reflect Winterfest, Pirates in Paradise.
And with the ringing of the bell, the ball begins.
Winterfest to South Florida is like Macy's Thanksgiving Parade in New York, and it's great to be a part of it.
Nothing goes better together with Winterfest than Kendall Jackson wines.
The toast of South Florida coming aboard a pirate ship of great bounty at the Winterfest Black Tie Ball, complete with familiar faces and a silent and live auction including a brand new Camry, courtesy of Joe Morrow and Lipton Toyota.
We are so thrilled to be part of Winterfest. This is our 3rd year. We are the official airline of Winterfest Boat Parade. This is the Southwest Airlines silent auction tonight at the Black Tie Ball.
It's a spirit. That's what Winterfest is all about, a community spirit, people who work together for a community event. And then, of course, we have to kick it off with a great gala like tonight.
And if these ladies and this gentleman weren't great looking enough, take a look at what they're wearing, courtesy of J.R. Dunn Jewelers in Fort Lauderdale. And here's the man of the hour.
Now open in Las Olas. How great is it to be a part of Winterfest?
We're very excited about it, and we've made a 12-year commitment. We really want to do the right thing for Fort Lauderdale.
This year's theme is Treasures in Paradise, and I happen to have one of the biggest treasures in the room, J.R. Dunn's Diamond Snowflake. It is the first in a series of 12 annual charms. This is the largest one, and it could be yours for a cool $10,000.
Well, that's the snowflake that's designed especially for Winterfest.
And I want to just give a special thanks quickly to my committee. They're all fabulous.
The chair of the ball and Winterfest volunteers bending over backwards to make the night special, giving special thanks to Pat Collier and Ed Anson.
I'd like to have Ed Anson please come up here and accept this year's honorary Admiral Award from Winterfest. Ed?
They are the Belle and Admiral of the ball.
We've been very happy to be a sponsor of Winterfest for 23 years. It's a terrific event, and we hope we can do it for many years to come. It's wonderful.
I'm Diana Diaz for Winterfest 2002.
Oh, look at that gorgeous Christmas tree. It's from the Three Babes. That's the name of the boat.
Wow.
It's 35 feet. That's a huge tree.
Giant Christmas tree. It's got 10,000 lights. That's kind of like the theme here, since we've got the whole Pirates in Paradise theme. This is Peter Pan actually rescues this giant Christmas tree, and that's why it's on board. Three Babes has been participating in Winterfest for 7 years.
This tree has 10,000 lights. I would be so worried we would tip over. No, don't take a left,
right?
don't take a right. Oh my gosh.
The boat is named after the captain, whose name is Charlie. It's named after his wife and their daughters.
Is this the Redhead?
This is Redhead. This is sponsored by the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary.
That's why we're seeing the U.S. Coast Guard Auxiliary Flotilla Commander America's Volunteer Lifesavers, a patriotic legacy of service and fellowship.
And this is one of those boats that family and friends get together and they just do it up. This one is Trade Winds, and this is from the Trade Winds Foundation, St. Jerome Catholic School. This one's cute. Look, they have the little palm trees in the front. This theme illustrates both organizations' commitment to helping youth. Some of the students from the St. Jerome Catholic School did this.
I'm sure they're proud.
And the Trade Winds Foundation employees helped put this together. This is the Sea Jam.
Oh, this is adorable as well. 36-foot carver. And their theme this year is Peace on Earth and Happy Holidays. And we certainly wish for peace on Earth.
We sure do. The employees of the McKinley Financial Services decorated this one. There's a 6-foot angel and a 6-foot peace dove on here representing peace on Earth.
That's very pretty.
That's cute. They did a nice job.
This is a 40-foot catamaran.
Wow. The Park Place.
They say Mr. Moneybags of Monopoly will be outfitted as a pirate and climbing the mast.
Park Place is owned by Ken and Roberta Park of Fort
They've
Lauderdale.
got a little, look at this. They've got a little number going on here. There's a pirate flying through.
There's
Hold on.
Mr. Moneybags from Monopoly, and they put him in a pirate theme.
Right.
That's fun. Oh,
here comes that bad boy.
The Cativo.
Firing something.
There's
a cannon
the Cativo.
of some sort.
All right, he's bad boy in Italian. Ah, okay.
More dueling. There needs to be a latitude adjustment here.
As long as it's a latitude adjustment and not an attitude adjustment, we're okay. This is a 33-foot Sea Ray, and they are marooned in paradise.
They've got 6,000 lights that are currently working.
10.
And look at the parrot.
10 people on board this one.
The pirate's friend. Oh, this is cute too. I think everything's cute. This is the joint venture. 36-foot Chris Craft Commander.
So many lights. 10,000 little lights on this one.
And look at all the palm trees.
Wow. And this is another one done by family and friends.
I believe it's a fishing boat.
These people do a great job. They just get out there and light it up.
Oh, this is adorable too. This is RJ's Lady, a 50-foot blue water. Santa's run off to the Caribbean. Belgi's pirates, palm trees, and parrots are all on board.
15,000 lights on this one.
And look at the Christmas tree on board as well. This is Hooked Up, 52-foot Hatteras.
Hooked Up.
Here's the history of the name. The vessel got her name by two guys having a drink at a local pub. Haven't you heard that story before? They hooked up, you might say.
And they bought a boat. There you go. but everybody's in there jumping up and down, having fun, swinging swords around, dueling. But everybody is in costume this year. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. I think this year's theme was conducive to that too, you know, Pirates in Paradise. Everybody got their little pirate get-ups going.
Up ahead, the lights are shining bright on the Intracoastal. And take a look back at how this parade got started 31 years ago.
Hello, I'm Joe Morrow, President and General Manager of Lipton Toyota. We're very proud sponsors of the Winterfest Boat Parade.
Beautiful bird's eye view of Fort Lauderdale in South Florida on this night.
And all those little tiny dots out there you see on the water are boats lining up. Some of them have come through. Some of them are still making their way down the Intercoastal. We've got plenty of more beautiful boats to go, like this one here. I think this is Lori's Asset.
It's a 40-foot sports fishing boat, and they have a Caribbean theme of palm trees on board. They say this paradise is what all Floridians, everyone else, should be thinking about.
I believe
to
this
launch.
is out to launch.
This is the first time the entry has been presented by Big Tuna Racing and Transportation.
And Cape Ann Towing.
Features Captain Hook and his crew, ready to hook you up with all your marine transportation needs. This is Beast of Burden. Their theme is Santa's sleigh, boarded by
cute.
pirates.
And they've got moving reindeer.
So not only do you have the pirates helping the reindeer, you've got Santa, and there's Rudolph at the head.
They're making Santa walk the plank. I don't know how nice Beast of Burden is.
Okay, he's in the back.
Look, they're pushing him and shoving him. They're stabbing him in the back.
You're right, that's wrong.
Stop. Wow, this is a Kathleen W. from the Platinum Television Group.
She, I believe, has been in the boat parade for many years.
This is another chartered boat, a 142-foot vessel. Lynn, we've been here so many years, we know this by now, that the lights aren't just limited to the water. Lighting up your home along the Intercoastal is also a Winterfest tradition.
It's not just about screwing in a bulb or throwing away a bunch of lights like you traditionally do every Christmas or holiday season. It's really about turning your home into a holiday postcard. 7's Richard Lemus has more on the extravaganza.
While the rest of the country is braving blizzards and uncomfortable climates, South Florida is sailing into the season in style.
Exquisite.
Welcome aboard the Kathleen W. yacht,
It's a picture-perfect night in Fort Lauderdale.
the best seat in town to appreciate the Wachovia Shoreline Extravaganza.
We noticed that all the people along the waterway are coming out and decorating their homes, just like so many of our great nautical citizens are decorating their vessels to celebrate Winterfest.
It really does give the whole community and anybody that's visiting, anybody that's coming to this destination, a chance to come out and come to our waterways and see the beautiful Intercoastal.
Made even more magnificent by the illuminated homes and businesses lining up the waterway.
This year, the Shoreline Extravaganza spans more than 10 miles along the Intracoastal, with more than 200 homes and businesses participating, creating quite the winter wonderland.
A shiny spectacle months in the making.
They probably start sometime in early October. They really need to, get a system down for putting this stuff up.
A system that definitely brightens a holiday spirit. In Fort Lauderdale, I'm Richard Lemus for Winterfest 2002.
When we return, the visitor from the North Pole makes a special appearance. That's all coming up on the Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade, presented by Nokia.
A lot more Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade presented by Nokia right after this.
This holiday season, it's time to get rolling because Singular is changing the world of wireless by offering 1,000 anytime minutes for $39.99 and letting you keep the minutes you don't use from month to month. It's called Rollover. It's big, and it's only from Singular Wireless. 1,000 anytime minutes, and every one of them has rollover. And now get this cool Motorola phone, only from Singular Wireless.
You know, Bobs, when the organizers of this parade started Winterfest, they probably never imagined they'd be watching it along with probably 900,000 of their closest friends.
Well, guess what? It's happening now. And, you know, what started out as a nice little gathering is now turned into a Fort Lauderdale tradition. It all started 31 years ago. A festive light display, a little healthy competition, and a whole lot of holiday cheer. But back then, the parade didn't even have a name.
This is me standing on the bridge.
In 1971, Kay Pearson and 20 friends decided to string lights across their masts and parade their boats through some Fort Lauderdale canals.
In the beginning, it was more a few friends who got together that enjoyed riding around on their boats, decorating them up, and doing caroling in the neighborhood waterways.
Less than 10 boats participated that first year, and they looked nothing like the ones we see today.
Decorating a boat back then was simply putting a few lights on. It wasn't until later years that we actually got into the bigger boats and the yachts and started to actually create decorations for the boats.
That gathering of friends eventually turned into a 10-mile boat parade, with Winterfest Incorporated emerging to administer the nighttime flotilla and the events surrounding it. Black tie balls and a shoreline decorating competition have become tradition too. The rest, as they say, is history. Over the years, the parade has gained national recognition and celebrity status. Regis Philbin has been among the past celebrity grand marshals. Former Miami Dolphins quarterback Dan Marino, actor George Hamilton, funny woman Joan Rivers, weatherman Willard Scott, the Bionic Man Lee Majors, and Julio Iglesias Jr. have all manned the helm as grand marshals as well. This nighttime extravaganza is truly a South Florida tradition, lighting up the holiday season and the smiles on lots of faces, especially those who helped start it in the first place.
And I watch with a great deal of pride of having had some part in it in the early days.
Oh, now this looks like a happy boat.
Let's gear up for the Borealis.
48-foot. She has over 6,000 lights on her, making her way into the pirate port. Cannons firing after battles on the high seas. Do they have a cannon on board as well? I see Frosty and Mrs. Snowman. Coming around the pike is a lovely little sailboat
named Priceless.
You'll see a crow's nest, typical of old pirate boats, they say, on board, once we get a good look.
This one was done by the Pauley family.
Oh, and they have music.
Joe and Monica are at the helm here. Who is this?
The Catherine Ann.
Catherine Ann.
Oh, this is really nice as well. She carries guests this year from as far away as California and Holland.
Wow.
And as Belky said earlier, this is a parade that has people from all over the world.
This is a nice 45-footer. Look how cute that is. They're coming out of the treasure chest.
Oh, how original.
Don't go away. The Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade presented by Nokia will be right back. The Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade presented by Nokia has been brought to you in part by your South Florida Dodge dealer, Wendy's, Bears Furniture, your South Florida Hyundai dealer, and Eastern Financial Florida Credit Union.
I think actually this is the oyster catcher. And this is sponsored by Two Men in a Truck, Movers Who Care. Gotta love that name.
The vessel got her name from the owner's previous job in the Chesapeake Bay, dredging for oysters.
Oh, look how cool that is.
Frosty's taking off his hat. Oh, this is a 30-foot Viking replica. This is adorable.
Wow.
The Blue Dragon.
The Blue Dragon. Very nice. A Viking ship, yeah, you can tell it curves on both sides. Just like Epcot Center. Yeah, I went on that ride. This is Strobe 1.
By Strobes Are Us. Not Toys R Us, Strobes Are Us.
Oh, there you go. This is a 30-foot Sea Ray, and there you go, Strobes Are Us. That's why they've got all the strobe lights on that boat.
They've got police lights and ambulance lights
and
as well.
ambulance sounds.
I'd like to have one of those at home.
They've got sirens. They've got everything.
Woo! Oh, this is cute. Geronimo!
The 28-foot Mako. Of course, it's an open fisherman. Oh, look how cute. They've got a marlin in the back.
Adorable.
It's the P1.
How do you row backwards? How can you see where you're going? The Fort Lauderdale Beach Patrol will be rowing 2 ocean surf boats.
They're like Baywatch, you know?
Right. Donated by the world-famous Parrot Lounge in Fort Lauderdale Chamber.
They're going in a circle. That's very tricky, you know.
Coming up is a knockout.
Shabbat Lubavitch of Fort Lauderdale. world peace is their theme. We want to
Signed-
wish everybody a happy Hanukkah and peace on earth.
I hear the hum of something.
I know who this is. This is the Lady Chateau. Sponsored by Chris Everett Children's Hospital. And we love this boat. Why do we love this boat?
Ho, 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 Santa Claus is on board. The boat represents a glimpse from the North Pole to the beautiful waters of the Caribbean. As you see the seahorses lit up and ho, ho, ho. Oh, there's Santa. How nice of him to come. Oh, and he's got
Lynn,
his
I love
sleigh.
you.
And look, instead of reindeer, he has seahorses pulling him. Wow, how can you top the big man, Santa Claus? For Pirates in Paradise, tonight really was paradise, South Florida style.
Thank you all for tuning in and watching the Singular Wireless Winterfest Boat Parade presented by Nokia. Have a great holiday, and we'll see you in 2003.
Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Hotel accommodations provided by Fort Lauderdale Marina Marriott, the official hotel of the 2002 Winterfest Boat Parade. Your Fort Lauderdale Marriott awaits. Catering provided by Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. Publix, proud to be a Winterfest sponsor. Limousine service courtesy of Presidential Yacht Charters and Limos, the official limousine of Winterfest. Some travel arrangements by Southwest Airlines. Southwest, proud to be a Winterfest sponsor. Winterfest vehicles provided by Dollar Rent-A-Car.
Treasure to best, they seek their fortune in this Winterfest. When the parade is over and all the ships have passed, there will be one to reckon, all other crews outclassed. This Winterfest's a pirate's dream, a time for having fun. So man the decks with sabers drawn, swashbucklers everyone. Tropical island, star-filled night, swashbuckling sailors and pirates delight. Parade their ships, a treasure to best, they seek their fortune in this Winterfest. Tropical